Going into the weekend, I knew that day one would be a little bit slower for me. I didn't expect it to be that slow. Hopefully I just get time capped under the rig so I'm not out in the middle of the floor by myself, just getting embarrassed.
Where are we at?
All right, we are in Mesa, Arizona, for World Fitness Project stop number 2. Got in late last night, and we are going to shake it out, as some might say. We are at CrossFit Obsession, also known as Gateway Fitness. Jack Farlow's here, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Who hooked up with that watch?
I guess both of you guys.
Not Justin.
Not me. Yeah, I guess not.
The WFP workouts came out the Friday after the CrossFit Games, which was 3 weeks before the start of WFP. And that was nice to have that 3-week training period just be focused on those 7 events. And you didn't have to do anything that was unnecessary. So going into WFP was a weird feeling, having just competed so soon, but I also was really excited for the opportunity to compete again because I was pretty upset with how the games ended up.
Oh, yeah. What does he have here?
Kyle brought the Urge shoe setup. It's that, I think it's at SoCal.
As an event?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
I really want to hit this now.
You went full off. I'm already so upset. Left. Yeah! Going into the weekend, I knew that day one would be a little bit slower for me, and then I had a lot of really good events coming up. It was nice that we trained a lot of the 2-mile paces all summer on my speed days, but the 6 miles at the games, it was just important to get lots of miles on your feet and working in that time domain of 50 minutes or 40 minutes to an hour, where this one was just about making sure speed felt comfortable. Event 1 didn't really go as I planned. It wasn't terrible. We ran on turf and it had a lot of rubber beads and the turf was pretty soft. As soon as we hit the turf, everyone's pace dropped a lot. After that event, I barely made it to the bathroom and just threw up everything. Was not good. It was gross. Luckily, no one was in there. Having finished 21st, I was in heat 1, which is not very normal. If I was literally 2 seconds faster, I would have got BK and been in heat 2, which would have been nice. But yeah, just tried to recover and relax as much as I could. So practicing event 2 in training, I knew my goal time was 17:30. Okay with 18 minutes, definitely gonna be under 19 minutes. I got out on the floor, heat 1, not really where I thought I would be, and just was gonna run my race. Everyone in the first heat took off pretty quick, and I was like, all right, that's fine. You'll catch up. 3, 2, 1, go. The rope climbs are a little shorter on that rig. That wasn't a problem. Handstand push-ups fell a little slower than I wanted them to. Come back for the 3rd round, and I'm just staring at the rope, which is weird. I get out to the kettlebells for the squats. I break them up. That is not the plan. They're 60 pounds each. And so I knew something was wrong when that happened. Or when I was in my burpees in the 4th round, I was just thinking hopefully I just get time capped under the rig so I'm not out in the middle of the floor by myself, just getting embarrassed.
What was the first thing you did when you came off the floor from that event?
I hit the last handstand push-up for the time cap, signed the card. Matt said something, I can't even remember, but I just grabbed my bat and said, I'm out. Got in the cold tub. Started to recover, see if I could pull it together. Yeah, when I got up Saturday morning, just tried to keep things as normal as I could. Nothing different from any other competition day. I was in 26th place overall, still in heat one. Knowing I had some good workouts coming up, I get out there and I'm actually going faster than I did in practice. And at 12 calories, I was like, okay, this is either going to be good and I'm gonna feel like myself, or I'm gonna pick up the deadlift bar and everything's gonna go to garbage, just like the day before. So, wasn't really anything to lose being in 26th place. So I just sent it right from the beginning. So I'm skiing faster, I do my toes to bar, I'm broken, and I'm walking to the deadlift bar at the same time as Aniol, I think. And I'm like, well, this is when we're gonna find out. Do my sets, I'm beating him on the bar, I'm beating everyone else on the bar. I'm like, okay, I feel pretty good. I get to the GHD, and Pat kind of said it. The worst part of that workout was every time you'd sit up from a GHD, you would see the bike and you would know what was coming. It was pain. Pain was coming. I deserved that pain. I deserved what was coming. I said in my interview I was just trying to earn some self-respect. So that's what I did on the bike. I think I finished it in 56 seconds. I had the fastest split, and then I won event 3 from the first heat. I wouldn't say it completely turned, like winning that workout completely turned it all around for the weekend as a whole. Like I still had a lot of events to go through, but at least it gave me the confidence that my body was showing up, so I'd be able to basically have the same approach for the rest of the workouts of the weekend. Not much to lose being in bottom 10. For the clean, I kind of just went off feel on what felt okay in the warm-up area to decide on an opener. And then I had jumps in my head based on how the weights felt out on the floor. I think I did 347, 367, 382, 392. 392 is a pretty hard lift. I hit it pretty well, but it would have been cool to take an attempt at 400. It was crazy, like talking to some of the older athletes that aren't competing anymore. The idea of anyone cleaning 400 pounds then was absurd. And now I think Jason took like 7th or something like that, and he cleaned 400 pounds. He took, I think there was 9 guys there if you include the challengers that cleaned 400 pounds or more. Like, that's crazy.
How do you transition from a heavy lift to a sprinty workout?
Resetting mentally is the most important. Like, hitting a PR is exciting and stuff, but like forget it and enjoy it later because you gotta focus up. So I actually hit my lift like with 45 seconds left in the lifting window to make sure I had enough time to get everything situated. Chalk my dumbbells, make sure my rower's set up how I want it to, all those things. After day 2, just keep going with the trying to earn respect from myself again. The cool part about WFP is we've only accumulated half the points for the season between Indy and Mesa. The other half is earned in Denmark. So when you look at it, it could be like 20 plus events to win WFP. Like very easily could have just thrown in the towel and finished 15th in Mesa, but I get a lot more points for finishing 4th. My goal is just to see how many workouts I could win from not the final heat.
How did day 3 go for you?
Day 3 was good. We started with a bike erg, handstand walk, double under workout, which is great for me. Smashed it. Ended up taking 2nd though because James really smashed it. He was insanely fast, biked at the same speed as me, but he's sprinting across the floors during his transitions. I think his handstand walk was a bit quicker too. So he got me by like 30 seconds, which is crazy. And then I guess I took 3rd because Jay snuck in too. I was watching Jay from the side of the floor, and I was watching the clock, watching him, and he's staring a hole into the giant clock, and he's double undering as fast as he can. And I knew he's either going to trip or beat me, and so he beat me.
What was the final workout?
Final workout was 18 ring muscle ups, 9 snatches at 225, 18 bar muscle ups, and 9 clean and jerks at 225.
What place did you take?
I took second place on that workout by 1 second to Colton Mertens. I ended up in 4th place at stop 2. I believe I am tied for 3rd going into Denmark with Austin. The biggest takeaway, just got to keep working on the things that we know I need to work on. And then also, it really doesn't matter where you are after day 1 or how one day goes. Honestly, it's better to have a bad day 1 than a bad day 3 or 4. Pat rode with us to and from the venue just because we were at the same hotel and he was alone, poor guy. He's had his fair share of slow starts and poor competition days, so one of the things he told me that was also making fun of me, nobody's too good for heat 1. Like, you can still go out there and win events. And honestly, like, with the field right now, it's pretty stacked all the way down to heat 1. You're gonna find 1 or 2 people that are good at each workout in that heat, so it doesn't really matter at that point.